I love you. I didn't even get hit in the head. I could drink tonight. Woo! That's good vodka.
Peter, congratulations on your win.
Thank you much.
How does it feel, your first win after being a father?
It's cool because there was definitely a little more anxiety and stress and couldn't figure out what that was. But, if I don't keep winning, I can't keep making the argument that I need to keep doing this while I should be putting my college degrees to work or something, making me a little bit more money for my family. So as long as I'm heading in the right direction and I can keep convincing people that I'm capable, willing, and able to fight at the next level, I'll keep doing it. But that added stress of being a dad definitely weighs in on me. Right now I work weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I'm out of the house at 3:30. I don't get home until like 3:30. So I miss a lot of time on the weekends, which sucks. And like with the fight camp Saturday mornings, I'm going to the gym on like 4 hours of sleep to get my rounds in. So the family definitely felt the pressure. So it's nice. It would have been a very different conversation had I not come out of here victoriously. I was having a day and I did my breath work upstairs. Shout out to Michael Cristoforo. And as I came through on my last breath hold, it was like, Peter, stand the fuck up. You just put 6 weeks of a hard fucking camp in, and then you have no fucking excuses. This is your fucking hall. You're going to go out there. You're going to perform. There's no bullshit. It's no, I didn't feel too good. All this, all that. When it came down to it, I needed to go out there. I need to fuck this kid up. And the goal was to wrestle. The goal was to take him down. The goal was to submit him. And albeit it was not necessarily, we didn't hit all the, we didn't go in the direction we wanted to. We still got the submission. We still got the finish and all in the first round. And I still got to hit him a little bit. Like that first cross that came right down the middle, fucking tagged him, and it was beautiful. Because I saw his head, it was beautiful. Just hit, nice solid punch. So it's cool. I'm all jacked up on life. I've got a son to go home with. This definitely wasn't a fight of the year or a knockout of the year. Maybe, I don't even think it was a submission of the year, but so that just gives me something to push for on the next event.
What was going through your mind when you were doing the submission?
Did you hear the walkout song? It's clear as day, I'm a bad motherfucker. That was the whole time. The whole time.
That was before the vodka.
That was before the vodka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was there any pressure going into the cage when everybody is hyping up?
No, honestly, I needed that. Like part of that, like helped. I knew that was going to straighten everything out. Like there was, I've been on the toilet all day. I've been trying to figure out if it was going to go out the top or out the bottom. There were a few times where like, I don't know if I throw up before I get out in the cage, like we're going to have to figure out what the fuck I'm going to have to do. If I throw up in the cage, automatic DQ, can't control your bodily fluids. You're not allowed to be in the cage. Disqualified. DQ, he wins. So I had all these like worst case scenarios running through my head. But like I said, I hit that breath work right before I started warming up on the pads, really straightened me out, getting behind the tunnel, hearing the music, hearing the crowd, hearing the booze. It was not that booze, but the booze. It got me going. It amped me up. It was what I needed.
What would you have done differently?
I would have loved to have a good, clean takedown, maybe a slam. Maybe I wouldn't have kicked him in the balls, in the taint. He was a down opponent. I went to go foot stomp him, and it kind of slipped down the middle. Got him right in the gooch. I wouldn't have done that again. But that is probably the most memorable offensive strike I've ever had.
Was this kind of more emotional experience now that you're a dad?
Yes. Yeah, because like I said, if I don't keep winning, it's hard to make the argument that I need to put all my time, energy, and effort into this outside of being a dad. So it was very important to win, and it was very important to finish him the way I did.
So you're not on a 4-fight win streak. 5 wins, sorry. They just announced the lightweight title. Do you want the winner of that fight next?
Man, watch this. Well, it's not this, but I'll hold my tongue. I have a pretty good idea of how that goes, and Jonathan Bone can just give me the belt when he's done. Because I already beat him. I beat the brakes off him for 3 fucking rounds. The kid couldn't even walk at the beginning of the third round. Watch that fight again. The third round, he's like, 30 seconds later, elbows. Out. So that fight wasn't even close. If he ends up the champ, we're going to revert back to me. I am the people's champ. I don't need a belt for the Cage Titans community to know I'm the baddest motherfucker that's ever stepped in that cage. Regardless. You know what I mean? I'm a sick fuck. I've been telling everybody this for like the last 2 or 3 months. Like, y'all got to believe me. I'm just a sick fuck. I get off on this. This is what I do.
And you're known for your conspiracy theories.
Sure. We're right. We're batting 1,000 right now. Batting 1,000 since COVID.
What's the latest thing I need to be careful of?
Stay out of the tunnels in New York. I don't know. I've been watching this whole boat thing. There was 3 ships that crashed into very important transport ways across the world. There was another ship that crashed in Turkey. There was the one in Delaware, and there was one more that's escaping me. Am I jumping on that boat? Not yet, but I've got my eyes on it. You know, there's always an agenda at play. There's a lot of money that a very select people have, and they love their fucking money, and they'll do whatever they can to finance both sides and make sure they're making the money. Like, we give all this money to Ukraine. We don't give the money to Ukraine. We give the money to all of our defense contractors that turn around and make ammunitions and send the ammunitions, missiles, and bombs over to Ukraine. We don't give them the cash. We award them defense contracts. So don't pay your taxes. If we all stop paying our taxes, they can't fucking come get us. He's like, yo, that's the first time I got him to smile all week. All right, he knows.
Awesome. Any shout outs?
All my sponsors. I just linked up with Kind Farms up in Berwick, Maine. And not only, you know, I don't hide my marijuana consumption. I'm a big advocate. I feel like I was part of the community that helped reset the norms around it, that got people talking about it, to be so out and open about it. So if you guys end up in Maine and you're going to need to run to a dispensary, Kind Farms, Kind Farm Reserve is their select brand. But he's got a fat one up there waiting for me, so I can't wait to get up there. It's called the Doink. It's like a hash rosin rolled fat super cannon. It's got my name written all over it. And shout out to Kind Farms. And also Barrett's Ale House. My uncle's the G. He lets me sell tickets at work. I think I did 14 G's in tickets, and I probably sold 12 of them while I was at work. So my Barrett's community, my Barrett's family, those guys are awesome. They keep me riding through that. Thank you. I have my great jiu-jitsu coach who taught me that 10-finger. No fucking way. Is that a bulldog? It wasn't a bulldog. He needs a better jiu-jitsu coach. It wasn't a solid bulldog. You know who first taught me that 10-finger choke, though? It was Uriah Faber. My striking coaches, Sit Your Tongue, all my sponsors. Joe Lozon, he's become a real good friend of mine. Andy, the whole crew. Anybody that trained with me, anybody that helped get me ready. Even Zach. Zach came in, got me ready for those wrestling rounds. So shout out to Zach for that. Oh, always. I shouted out Africa in the cage. My fiance, my lovely fiance. Without her, I wouldn't have a beautiful boy. Africa, her name is Rubio Pastor, soon to be Barrett. We'll figure that out later, but, you know, that's everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. These are your hats, right? Okay.